Thanks for making KREM 2 News at 5 a part of your holiday. I'm Cody Proctor. Well, just ahead of Santa's flight tonight, snow and freezing rain arrived here in the inland Northwest for Christmas Eve. We have in-depth coverage of how this storm is impacting roads and air travel this holiday, including the latest from the Spokane airport, where dozens of flights are grounded. The conditions on the mountain passes certainly not much better. Let's go first now to Nicole Hernandez with a first look at what's going on outside at this hour. And how is it out there, Nicole?
So if you've been outside all today, you know the roads are not good. We've seen a lot of sleet, some freezing rain as well. Right now, we're actually under winter weather advisories for all of the North Idaho Panhandle, as well as eastern Washington because of this sleet and freezing rain. These expire in just 2 hours at 7 p.m. and that's because now we are on the back end of that moisture. Oh, let's see if I can get this in the right spot here. I want to show you our radar real quick. There it is. Okay, so you can see we were in the bulk of it right now. The last of it's moving through the Pullman area, Moscow, Lewiston. They're going to mostly be seeing rain at the moment because they're a little bit warmer than us here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene. But you can see just a few spots of that sleet moving through, and then we start to dry out. I'll let you know that we do have more moisture headed our direction for tomorrow morning. I'll let you know exactly when that hits and how long it lasts.
Nicole, thank you so much. And it's been a story of the last few days: delays, cancellations, and stress for flyers. Today's weather conditions meant hundreds of travelers at the Spokane airport faced another round of canceled flights, this time on Christmas Eve. KREM 2's Shannon Mowdy is joining us now live at the Spokane airport tonight. And Shannon, this is your second day at the airport. What are you seeing and hearing from travelers tonight?
It has been another holiday headache for travelers here at the Spokane International Airport. FlightAware reports that 41 flights here were canceled Friday. So we're seeing some of those stranded travelers today trying to catch anything they can. More long lines at Spokane's airport on Christmas Eve as travelers looked ahead to hopefully taking off after a day of cancellations.
So we landed here yesterday around 4 a.m. So we have been stuck for more than a day, more than 24 hours.
Kenny Yez, Chicago flight didn't make it to Seattle.
I think it's not just us, all of the flights to Seattle got canceled.
SeaTac shut down for much of the day Friday, grounding more than 700 flights. Alaska Airlines ticket agents say alternate flights are booked for the next day or so as weary passengers do what they can to make it where they're going. Others trying to get to Spokane, like Michelle Perino,
it has been exhausting.
Face the same holiday headache. She flew into Seattle Thursday night and was stuck after 2 canceled flights trying to get home to her father.
Might be one of the last Christmases I have with him. So it's just been so stressful and so exhausting.
By Saturday afternoon, 20 flights were grounded in Spokane, leaving some feeling deja vu.
And we waited for 12 hours, but then it still got canceled.
As for many, the wait continues.
Yeah, and I still don't know where my baggage is.
FlightAware reports that as of 5 p.m. tonight, 23 flights here at Spokane have been canceled. At the Spokane airport, Shannon Mowdy, KREM 2 News.
Shannon, thank you so much. An incredibly tough night for a lot of travelers. Thank you so much for your coverage. In the meantime, SeaTac Airport is still dealing with hundreds of canceled flights after yesterday's winter storm caused travel nightmares throughout western Washington. For many struggling to get to their destinations this weekend, relief doesn't look like it's going to be coming anytime soon. With so many flights canceled, there are simply not enough seats on planes to go around.
We're not getting answers. It's 8 hours on the phone, holds, and the lines here, you can see the lines. So
flew out of Anchorage at 7 on Thursday. I got here at midnight, and then my flight was canceled yesterday at 11, and then I was supposed to fly at 9:40 this morning to Houston, and they don't have my ticket confirmed.
Now, it could take several days for airlines to get back on track after these mass cancellations. Meanwhile, thousands more flights were canceled nationwide today as a major storm system sweeps the nation. CBS's Christiane Benavides has more on the national travel outlook tonight.
New York Governor Kathy Hochul called in the state National Guard to help dig out from the historic blizzard that hit the Buffalo area. Hochul said the entire state is struggling with temperatures that feel below zero with the real chill factored in.
This Arctic chill continues to stay over our state.
Icy roads and low visibility in large parts of the Midwest, South, and Northeast are making driving nearly impossible for countless Americans. At least 4 people were killed in a pileup involving close to 50 vehicles on the Ohio Turnpike. The storm is forcing airlines to cancel or delay thousands of flights across the U.S., making spending the holiday weekend with loved ones a challenge.
I want to eat my mom's famous mac and cheese.
This family was waiting to fly out of New York's LaGuardia Airport to connect with a cruise ship.
We have no choice. If we miss it, that's it. There's no Christmas. Christmas is canceled.
And those who lack shelter are feeling the worst of the biting cold blanketing much of the country. In El Paso, Texas, some migrants remained on the streets where they endured temperatures dipping into the teens. But the storm has created something of beauty in upstate New York, turning this lakeside restaurant into what looks like an ice castle. Cristian Benavides, CBS News.
And in the meantime, it has been tough going for drivers these past few days over the mountain passes. Tonight, we're taking a live look at both at Snoqualmie Pass and giving an update on Stevens Pass. Both Snoqualmie and Stevens have been closed for several hours for severe weather conditions. White and Blewett passes remain open tonight with some restrictions in place as of this hour. And here's a look at some of those current conditions in the mountains. The Snoqualmie Pass has been seeing compact snow and ice up at the pass. They are, according to WSDOT, they will be doing this is an extended closure, and they will be evaluating conditions tonight at 9 p.m. to determine if the pass will reopen tonight. Meanwhile, for Stevens Pass, they have also been seeing compact snow and ice on the roadway. Now, by the way, do not ignore road closure warnings if you are planning on traveling tonight. The Washington State Department of Transportation says that multiple drivers ignored road closures on US 2 this afternoon. They say the road is closed for your safety. In the meantime, let's check in on some of the other roads at this hour. This is a live look at Interstate 90 in Spokane. This is at the downtown Spokane camera. Roads are icy tonight, so drive safe and be cautious. There's also still compact snow on the roadway from the last blast of winter weather. So drive safely tonight as you head to your Christmas Eve destinations. And in the meantime, let's get back now to Nicole Hernandez in the KREM 2 Weather Center tonight for a look at the forecast as we brace for potentially more freezing rain tonight.
So, Cody, you mentioned it. We still have a lot of that snow on our roadways. That's because we are still really cold out. We haven't been above freezing for days. Right now, we see a lot of that freezing rain has moved out of our area. Here's a look over the Spokane area. You can see nothing really falling at the moment. But again, we are still cold with 27 degrees right now. Good news, though, our wind chill, our feels like temperatures now match our air temperatures. That's not something we were seeing earlier this week. For now, as we look forward, we already showed you the radar just a few minutes ago showing you that most and the bulk of the freezing rain and sleet has moved its way out of our region. As we look forward to tonight, that stays pretty dry here for the Spokane Coeur d'Alene area. And then Sunday is when we start to see more of that move forward. You can see this is Sunday, 6:30. So if you're waking up early to see those Christmas presents from Santa Claus, you're going to be clear for the early morning hours. Hit about 10:30 a.m. though, and you see that moisture start to move its way through our region. That band of moisture here in Spokane and Coeur d'Alene, we end up being right on the edge between rain and potential freezing rain. So it looks like we might get kind of a wintry mix sleet kind of combination tomorrow for your Christmas morning, but you can see by Christmas evening things clear once again. Today though, right now temperatures still cold. 14 degrees in Wenatchee, 16 in Moses Lake, 27 in Spokane, 25 in Coeur d'Alene, and 18 over in Sandpoint.
Nicole, thank you so much. And of course, we're continuing to track severe winter weather across the Evergreen State all night long. And as you make your Christmas plans, you can find the latest forecast and road conditions online on our website at krem.com. You can check it all out right now.